Welcome or welcome back to Shaping Your World with Sha. I'm Sha and I thank you for stopping by my channel where usually I'm talking about lifestyle related topics for the woman over 40, 50 or beyond, but usually I'm talking about fragrance which we all can enjoy. So today I'm going to be talking about fragrances that were released in 2024. These are going to be my top 5 favorite releases of 2024. Now, obviously, these are my favorites and I didn't smell everything that was released in 2024, but of the fragrances that were released in 2024 that I actually was able to get my nose on, these were my favorites of the year. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to name these in no particular order, but I'm going to start with fragrances that I've talked about most recently, which number one being Kayali's Yum Boujee Marshmallow. As always, I'm going to be looking at my notes here, and I'll try to put the notes up on the screen as well. So Yum Boujee Marshmallow has keynotes of strawberry, pink marshmallow, and whipped vanilla. And I'm gonna link down in the description box below videos where I've talked about these fragrances in the past. I'm not gonna go too into detail. Suffice this to say, I do have a video up on my review of this fragrance. As you can see, I have a pretty good dent in there, and I only, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this was released in December, and I picked it up in December, and from December to now, this is where I am. So this just kind of lets you know that this fragrance doesn't last that long, at least not on me, and I've heard a lot of other people say that as well. But as I mentioned in my last video where I talked about my favorite fragrances of 2024, this was an honorable mention in that video, simply because even though it doesn't last that long, I don't mind, at this point, I don't mind reapplying it because I just love the fragrance that much. So beautiful. I don't get the strawberry so much. Again, I talked about that. I don't get a lot of the strawberry. Mostly what I get is the pink marshmallow and the whipped vanilla, and I love those. And I think also it's got like a pink musk, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's got a pink musk as well. And I love how Kayali puts the notes on the back of the bottle. So it's got pink musk in it, which is the actual note that lingers the longest and the most predominantly on my skin, and is what makes me love this fragrance so much. So she came out at the end of the year. Kayali released a number of fragrances in 2024. They dropped quite a few fragrances. But this was the last fragrance that was dropped in 2024, and it is definitely up there, was an honorable mention in my top 5 favorites for 2024. So that's Kayali's Yum Boujee Marshmallow. So my next fragrance that I want to talk about, that I've been talking about a lot lately as well, is Sol de Janeiro's Cheirosa 71. As you can see, I have quite the dent. This is the my travel size bottle. I do have a full size bottle which also has a decent dent in it as well, but this fragrance I just love, and she's got better lasting power than the Yum Boujee Marshmallow. I wouldn't say she lasts all day. She also needs to be reapplied if you're looking to carry the scent through the entire day. But she'll give you a little more longevity than the Yum Boujee Marshmallow. But the reason why I have so much of a numerous bottles is for the simple fact that I like to wear her to bed. I think she's great for going out, but I really enjoy this fragrance when I'm staying in. I love to spray it at night after my shower, and when I'm going to bed. It's just a wonderful fragrance to engulf myself in as I'm going to sleep at night. And I'll give you the keynotes for her. The keynotes in this fragrance are caramelized vanilla, toasted macadamia nut, and tonka bean.
And although not listed, to me this smells like white chocolate.
So for me, it's the combination of the caramelized vanilla, the toasted macadamia nut, and the white chocolate are what I love the most about this fragrance. Those are the notes that come through really predominantly. She gives me, she's got a caramel popcorn feel. And I love her, love her, love her. And so for that reason, she definitely makes my top 5 fragrances that was released in 2024. So moving on, I'm gonna go, staying with body sprays, I'm gonna move on to Phlur's Vanilla Skin. And I also have numerous bottles of this fragrance as well. And to be fair, this body mist did not come out in 2024. The body mist itself was released in 2023. However, they did release Vanilla Skin Eau de Parfum in 2024. And so that's why I found it appropriate to go ahead and add her to my favorite releases of 2024. And I wanted to also mention that I've talked about this fragrance a number of times. She's actually in my favorite vanilla fragrances, so I'll link that video below where I talk about her. But I want to mention that I don't think I've highlighted in my previous videos that I prefer the body mist over the perfume. When the perfume was released, the Eau de Parfum was released in 2024, I did purchase that fragrance and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it sat on my skin. To me, it's a little more masculine than the body spray. I feel like the body spray has more of a feminine quality and more, it's a little sweeter, and it just really warms my heart. She's another fragrance that I like to sleep in, but I also really enjoy wearing her out. She's way more long lasting than the Cheirosa 71. And if you know anything about Phlur body sprays, they have even though they're body sprays, they have a kind of qualities of a perfume in the sense that they last a long time, they project well, and they create a nice sillage. So I'm really into the Phlur body sprays. I also have their Mango Mood. If that fragrance had come out in 2024, it would have made this list, but that fragrance came out in 2023. But Mango Mood and Vanilla Skin are my favorite Phlur body mist. And like I said, she's awesome. Did I give you her keynotes? Her keynotes are Sugar Crystals, Cashmere Wood, and Vanilla. So again, that's Sugar Crystals, Cashmere Wood, and Vanilla, which, if I'm not mistaken, are the same keynotes for the Eau de Parfum. But again, they're clearly blended differently because they do not smell the same. They might have similarities, but they don't smell the same. So if you're someone who's thinking, oh, I like the body mist, but I'll get the Eau de Parfum for more intensity, it's not going to give you the same vibe. To me, they, in my opinion, they have different vibes, and because of the differences, I definitely prefer the body mist. I did not keep the Eau de Parfum. I took it back, and I have I actually traded it, exchanged it for another body mist. So I have a number of these body mists, and I love this. And again, that's Phlur's Vanilla Skin. So next on my list is Brown Girl Jane's Carnivale. And I don't have a full-size bottle. I don't know that I ever will buy a full-size. And I'll give you her keynotes and we'll talk about why. So the keynotes for Carnivale by Brown Girl Jane are Caribbean Mango, Whipped Musk, and Vanilla. And I really like the mango, the vanilla, and the whipped musk, the way they, I like the way they come together, right? Those notes, in my opinion, they come together really nicely. They give the mango, they temper down the fruitiness of the mango to give it a creaminess. I really enjoyed this. She came out in 2024. I immediately picked her up when she became available on Sephora. I love her. I only have a little bit left, but as you can see, I only have a travel size, and I do not have any intention of buying a full size. And the reason why is because, in my opinion, she's very similar to Phlur's Mango Mood. And because I have Phlur's Mango Mood already, I love it very much. On my skin, it's actually more lasts longer. I found that even though I enjoy this fragrance, I constantly had to reapply it. It did not give me very much longevity, and for that reason, I will not buy a full size because to me, I'm good with the Mango Mood by Phlur. It's cheaper, it lasts longer, it even projects better. But that doesn't mean I don't like this fragrance very much. And when she came out and I purchased her, she stole my heart. And she was, you know, right there holding her own throughout the majority of the year until I purchased Mango Mood. Once I purchased Mango Mood and I realized they were very similar, that's what made me realize I didn't need to buy a full size of this fragrance. But again, I still love this fragrance very much, and she definitely makes my top 5 releases from 2024. Again, like I said, Mango Mood was released in 2023. So had that fragrance been released in 2024, it would have been on this top 5 list instead of this fragrance. But because this fragrance did come out in 2024, she definitely makes the cut because she's a beautiful, if you like mango, she's a nice mature, sophisticated mango. She's not like a fruity, like Phlur has a fragrance called Mood Ring, which is extremely fruity, in my opinion. This could have gone that route, but it does not. This goes more mature in the sense that it's not juvenile. It's a nice womanly mango where you're not just super fruity, but you're that vanilla and that whipped musk really takes it to a level where you can be smelling like mango but still smelling sophisticated at the same time. And I love that about this fragrance. So she definitely makes my top 5 fragrances released in 2024. So rounding out the list is Ellis Brooklyn's Miami Nectar. Love Miami Nectar. I love her so much. Let me give you her keynotes. So the keynotes here are pink pineapple, coconut water, and sweet amber. This fragrance stole my heart. From the moment I first smelled her, I fell in love with her instantly. And as you can see, I have a pretty good dent in her. And the only reason I don't have more of a dent in her is because I didn't buy her until 4th quarter. Even though I loved her very much, I didn't purchase her straight off the bat because of the fact that this, again, is a fragrance that does not last long on my skin. And I find that that's a common issue I have. And I'm not sure if it's the fragrances themselves or if it's just that I go nose blind to them as the day goes on. But I have heard other people say that she's not that long lasting on them as well. And I can say that she doesn't last in my clothes either. So I don't really think I'm going nose blind. I think it's that she really doesn't last. But she's so beautiful. She's definitely worth reapplying. So I have the travel size so that I can take her, you know, so that I can carry her around with me and reapply her because I love her. She's a beautiful scent. I really love the way that pink pineapple and coconut water come together. My skin, my body chemistry is a little funny when it comes to coconut notes. Some coconut notes just do not blend well with my skin type, with my body chemistry. But the coconut water in this fragrance just goes so nicely. It's that creamy coconut that, even though it's coconut water, it doesn't come off aquatic on my skin. It comes off creamy, and it mixes so nicely with that pink pineapple, and that amber just grounds everything out and gives it a nice, again, sophistication. You know, if you've spent any time on my channel, you know I really love a fragrance that's going to be a sophisticated fragrance that's going to say, hey, you know, I smell fruity, but I'm still sophisticated. Because one thing I don't like, I find that like sometimes fruity scents can kind of give you a juvenile feel. And as someone who's over 50, I don't want to smell like a kid. I don't want to smell like I'm trying to, you know, hang on to my youth. I'm not looking to hang on to my youth. I'm looking to grow old gracefully, right? I'm looking to be, you know, a mature woman who doesn't have a problem with being a mature woman. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Sometimes people look at the word mature as having a negative connotation, but there's nothing wrong with maturity, okay? And with maturity comes wisdom, but also comes sophistication that sometimes can be lacking. Not to say that young people cannot be sophisticated. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that there is a sophistication that comes along, or that should come along with maturity. And I like my fragrances to kind of make that statement as well. And to me, Miami Nectar does that very well. I love her so much. And I may buy a full-size bottle of her, even though she doesn't last that long, and just continue to carry the travel sizes whenever I go out and I need her to, you know, last the whole day, because I find she's a beautiful fragrance. I did not have her at the time that I made my best vacation fragrances video. I did that video, I think, kind of mid-year, and I purchased her more towards the end of the year. Again, I was kind of really resilient towards purchasing her because of the fact that she didn't last long. I had tested her many times on my skin. Every time I tested her, I enjoyed her very much, but I was always very disappointed in how she just didn't last a long time. But when I was planning going on vacation in October, I definitely knew I wanted to take her with me, and that's what made me purchase this travel size bottle. And I didn't regret it, and I probably will buy another bottle in anticipation for whatever trips I take this year. But I love her, and that's why she rounds out my top 5 favorite releases of 2024. And again, that's Ellis Brooklyn's Miami Nectar. Love her, love her, love her. So I want to have an honorable mention, which I do not own. I only have sample size. I have this sample size of Navitus Parfums Mahni Cassonade, and actually I have several of these samples, so that's why this one doesn't really have a dent in it, because I have a bunch of these little samples, and I love them. But and she was not released in 2024. She's an honorable mention because she was actually released in 2023. However, what was released in 2020, both the body spray and body cream versions of Mahni Cassonade. So to date, I have 2 of Navitus Parfums All Over body sprays. Neither one of these are Mahni Cassonade, and that's because Mahni Cassonade has been sold out for so long. That body spray, every time I go on their website, the body spray is sold out. I did turn on the notification to be notified when it comes back in stock. I have not received any notification that it's come back in stock. But I do check from time to time to see, just in case it's there and maybe I just missed the notification. But no, even as of today, I checked, it was still out of stock. And I'll give you the keynotes of this fragrance: bergamot, vanilla ice cream, and cashmeran. In the mid, it's got brown sugar, toffee, and amberwood. And in the base, it's got vanilla caviar, crystal musk, and Peruvian white amber. And really, I would like to get the body cream. I think I will really enjoy the body cream. Navitus Parfums, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're just dipping their toe in the water of body creams. Even the body sprays, they introduced their body sprays in 2023. But like I said, they had an initial round of body spray releases, and then in 2024 they had a second round of body spray releases. So Mahni Cassonade fragrance was in the second round that was released in 2024. So that's why I'm mentioning her today as an honorable mention in this video. I love these body sprays, and I will say they have a wonderful formulation where they are they really are similar to perfumes. So at the price point, you can get a perfume feel in the sense that they're very long lasting, they project very well, they've got excellent sillage. I love these body sprays because they definitely last all day. This is something that I can wear to work, and by the time when I get home at night, I can still smell these on me. So I love the Navitus All Over body sprays, and as soon as Mahni Cassonade comes back in stock, I'm gonna purchase her because she's a nice vanilla. So this fragrance was made in collaboration between Navitus Parfums and Sharita M. If you're not familiar with Sharita M, she's a YouTuber. I'll link her video, or I'll try to link her video in the description box, where she talks about how she came to create this fragrance. But basically, I think she talked about creating a gourmand for people who are not necessarily the biggest gourmand lovers. And so in the sense that it definitely does smell like vanilla ice cream, but at the same time, it's not too much. It's I sprayed her before I sat down because I wanted to give you the dry down. The dry down, she starts off out the gate giving you a really nice burst of vanilla ice cream, but then she dries down again. Sophistication, that cashmere, the brown sugar, the amberwood, the white amber, and that crystal musk, they all come together to give a nice sophistication, a nice sexiness even. And it takes it from being super gourmand vanilla ice cream to just being a nice, seductive, sexy and seductive, musky amberwood. To me, it's a beautiful fragrance. I think it sits right on the line of unisex, and can even lean a little bit masculine because those the musk and the amberwood, they pull it a little bit masculine, but just slightly. And I only say that because if you're someone who shies away from masculine scents, then this might not be for you. It doesn't, on my skin, it doesn't have enough vanilla ice cream to pull it more feminine. It kind of, the amberwood kind of pulls it more masculine. So I like that because for me, that tempers down the vanilla ice cream. And so I'm not just smelling like I spilled ice cream on myself. You know, it's nice. It gives a nice scent to me. They blend well together, and I really enjoy this. And so that's why Mahni Cassonade kind of rounds out my top 5 2024 releases as an honorable mention, because as I said, the body spray and the body cream are the products in the line that were released in 2024. So that's my roundup. Let me know, what was your favorite fragrance that was released in 2024, or if you have a video where you did your own top 5 or top 10, you know, feel free to link it down below. Let's be a community where we're sharing together. Definitely, let's be a community that we pray for one another. And with that said, I'm praying you all are having a blessed 2025. Till next time, bye-bye.